The world's most famous female soccer player, Hamm, has traded her cleats for a new life as wife and mom of 3 small children. In this exclusive interview, the two-time World Cup and Olympic champ talks about the challenges of parenting and staying healthy off the field. 8 years after Hamm retired from soccer stardom, she's still running hard to achieve her goals. Now 44, the Olympic champion is married to retired baseball all-star Nomar Garcia-Parra and the mother of twin girls, Grace and Ava, 9, and 4-year-old Garrett. She has found that no amount of practice could have prepared her for her current task, keeping her kids healthy and happy. Life off the field has been just as demanding and hectic as training for the Olympics or world titles. Hamm says. Born Mariel Margaret Hamm, she had a club foot that required corrective shoes. Yet she loved team sports, and by 15 she'd become the youngest player ever to join the U.S. women's national soccer team. She went on to lead U.S. teams to victory at the Women's World Cup, 1991 and 1999, and the Olympics, 1996 and 2004. Now she runs the Hamm Foundation, which supports organized sports for girls and helps families in need of bone marrow and cord blood transplants. Her adopted brother, Garrett, died of complications from the blood disease aplastic anemia in 1997. She's also co-founder of Athletes for Hope, a group that helps professional athletes use their celebrity in philanthropic ways. Hamm is the author of an inspirational autobiography, Go for the Goal, A Champion's Guide to Winning in Soccer and Life, HarperCollins, It Books, as well as Winners Never Quit. HarperCollins, a children's book about sportsmanship and teamwork. Still, the roles Hamm cherishes most are wife and mother. I've achieved many wonderful goals, but my family is what I'm most proud of, she says. Having a happy, healthy family is everything. In this exclusive interview, Hamm reveals what she's teaching her children about sports and life, and how she supports her family's health by caring for her own. You displayed unwavering confidence on the soccer field. Are you that confident as a parent? On the field, it's easy to identify that you're doing things right because you score a goal or make an assist. But parenting is one of those things that evolves every day. I definitely sit there and think, am I doing this right? Why did I do that? Why don't I have more patience? That self-doubt is part of parenting. I'm trying to learn and grow every day to be a better mom. Have you found parenting books helpful? You can read as many books as you like, but they're just guides. Every child and parent is different. I learn from my children. You have to find the best way for yourself to be the parent your child needs. And it sometimes helps to take a step back and regroup. How do you do that? I exercise every day. It's very important for moms to have time for themselves so they can recharge and get perspective. What was the toughest part about switching from full-time athlete to full-time mom? With regard to my personal health, I don't have the same access to resources as I had while I was playing. When I was on the national team, I could go to the trainer or physical therapist if I needed something or had a question. I had complete access to a doctor, and if something wasn't right, I could walk in and say, hey, what's going on? The doctor could take care of whatever the problem was or send me to someone who could. What happens now? I'm just like every other person. I wonder what to do and whom I should talk to about a symptom or health situation. I used to be a bit reactive about health, rather than being proactive. Now I'm in charge of making sure I'm up to date on vaccines and I'm doing everything I can to stay healthy. What are some proactive steps you've taken? I have routine physicals and screenings. I talk to my doctors a lot, not just when I'm not feeling well. I spend more than the usual 5 minutes people typically get with a doctor. I want to make sure I discuss a variety of topics, like how to prevent illness and maintain good health. As moms, we tend to forget that we need to mother ourselves too. It's important for women to take time for themselves and their own health. I make sure I not only maintain my girls' health but stay healthy myself, because I'm around them. It's a way to protect my family too. Why is it so important for young girls to play sports? I believe the more opportunities there are for girls to play sports, the better their health and well-being. Sports build self-esteem and responsibility. It's good for girls to be part of a team and feel like they belong somewhere. What got you hooked on soccer? I've played sports for as long as I can remember. I couldn't imagine a childhood or adolescence any other way. And soccer was one of the few team sports available for girls when I was a kid. Did you watch pro sports growing up? There weren't a lot of women on TV playing team sports. Most of the female sports figures and role models were playing individual sports, like tennis, figure skating or gymnastics. How did it feel when you became an example for a whole generation of girls? I didn't set out to be a role model. In the beginning, I didn't realize I was becoming one, or that people were paying attention. I was so focused on what I was doing. I think when you're in a situation like that, you spend so much time and exert so much energy on your goal that you don't realize what's going on around you. When did that change? Once I got older, and the significance of what we were doing started to sink in, my teammates and I took our roles on and off the field very seriously. We wanted to set positive examples. It was really an honor to be considered a role model. You're a retired soccer superstar, and your husband just retired from a great career in baseball. Are you prepping your daughters to follow in your athletic footsteps? Instead of pushing them to play a specific sport, we strive for them to be physically active. Just because of all the benefits associated with that, we also want them to follow their passions and dreams. And if that's not soccer or baseball, that's completely fine. What kinds of sports are they playing now? They kick the soccer ball around, and we play